Hello Capricorn, Elsie here to do your reading. It is for the week ahead. How are you doing, Capricorn? I hope you're well. Thank you so much for clicking here. We've got some oracles. We're going to throw those down for the overall feels for the week ahead. And well, we're on the precipice of some pretty big energy that's showing up here that you're already feeling, which is the Lionsgate portal, which happens tomorrow. We're in the center of the Lionsgate portal tomorrow. We've already been feeling that energy though. And then on the following day is the full moon in Aquarius, which we're already feeling right now. So lots of changes, right? Lots of energy. And so the full moons are always about releasing, and with the Lionsgate portal here, it's asking you to push forward and make changes, and because it's happening in Leo season, with the Aquarius full moon asking you to change, like make radical shifts in your thinking possibly. And so I'm going to say expect the unexpected, like so many planets are in retrograde, including Mercury, right? So at the end of this video, I'm going to tell you about how to find the extended, if you're interested in that, how to get a private reading with me. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and Jupiter. Let's find out what is happening post full moon. Full moons are about releasing. This one is going to change a lot of things for a lot of people. Let's find out what's going on for you, Capricorn. We have adjustments are required. Now, it did come out in the reverse. I don't usually read the oracles in the reverse, but we won't ignore that it came out in the reverse. Adjustments are required. And so I feel like there are going to be adjustments required because things are changing. There's going to be a lot of change. With the Lionsgate portal, you've got a double whammy coming up. So it feels like that adjustments are going to be required, but I don't think it's going to be a lot. I'm just going to say that maybe either you're prepared for these changes that are coming, or possibly the changes that are coming aren't really going to, I'm going to say, upset the flow or upset the boat. Let's find out what else we've got here. Tell me about Capricorn. Tell me about Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and Jupiter. We've got Clean It Up. And then I brought out the this surrender deck. And I thought, since we've got a full moon going down, right, might as well find out what we need to release, because that's what full moons are, things coming to a place of an ending or releasing. And that's why Clean It Up is here. We've got surrender your attachment to results. Well, somebody just called you out, I think, Capricorn. You are the CEO of the astrological world, of course. And so the reason you plan is so you can get the desired result. And I think that you're being asked to surrender your attachment to those results. It says the formula for success is to do all you can to make things happen, then let it go. Let go of the results. Holding on too tightly to a desired outcome can sabotage it. Very interesting. So you are going to have to make adjustments, because I feel like the universe is asking you over this full moon to change your mind and maybe change your plans, or maybe not be so planned, or don't plan with the hope of controlling the outcome. So I feel like this full moon for you is about to break things down so you can pull it back together again in a way where you can sort of clean it up. It feels like there is a foundation that you're building here after things possibly don't necessarily go the way you want them to. We've got luck is on your side. We've got new moon in Sagittarius. I don't necessarily believe in luck, but it might feel lucky, like it might feel very positive, like a positive change. But it feels like it's going to be hard pressed for you to make that change. I'm just going to say you're going to be holding on to your energy that is your earth energy, immovable energy. We've got blessed, card number 22. You could be seeing twos, possibly seeing, we got 22 here and 21, so possibly seeing twos. And the bottom of this deck says surrender to non-action. Ooh, boy, they're asking a lot of you. So it says, now's the time to be still and not act. Simply breathe and focus on your own power. Let others come to you. So because you're used to planning everything so you get the desired outcome, I think this energy right now is going to be foiling your plan. It feels like you're being asked to let go of the results. You're asked to build a new foundation of some sort, and you might have to make adjustments along the way. So I'm going to say that I don't think that things are going to necessarily go to plan for you. That's what it feels like here. So this particular full moon is really about expecting unexpected things emotionally, but for some of you, it feels like it could be your plans or whatever you have planned. Look, maybe you've been planning for the last 7 months for something to go down at the end of the month. Maybe it's a trip. Something is not going to go to plan. So you should probably release your need to steer things in a direction where you can control the outcome, because I feel like it's trying to teach you how to be flexible here. Tell me about adjustments that are required. We've got clean it up, and we've got surrender your attachment to results. All right, we've got the Tower. Ooh, there, that tells us a bit. So the bottom of the deck for me is always what is going down in the future. So we're reading, of course, for the future, which is the week ahead, but this is going down sometime in the month of August. So we've got adjustments required. I feel like you have to let go of something. I feel like you are really connected to or can't let go of controlling the outcome. Adjustments are required, which means I feel like you're going to have to break the bonds. You're going to have to stop being codependent on your lists and on the things that you think you're leading. It feels like the devil energy is here to cast a little bit of doubt. There's going to be a little bit of fear, and you are going to have to adjust. In my mind's eye, Charlie is showing me with one of those wooden bridges that go across the water, and it's like at water level. So as you're running across it, it feels like it's like going like woo, and so it feels like it's going to be this sort of energy of you having to adjust where you step, what you do, what you say, and it's not going to go along with the plan that you thought it would. With the Tower here, it feels like a plan that you have is about to fall apart, is what it feels like. But I feel like it's supposed to be for purposes of a lesson. And it could be because you need to learn how to clean it up and build something that does have a foundation, but then allow the universe to lead you. So we have the Three of Wands, and I'm saying that because clean it up is here, which tells me that something's about to fall. Possibly the Tower is about to fall, and you're going to have to clean up the pieces. It feels like you're in a partnership, that maybe you have people who can come in and help you clean up, but the Three of Wands is here, which tells me this is definitely going down in the future energy. Now, this person is sort of surveying the land, and so I want to say that you're looking for adventure. You could be going out traveling. It feels like you're looking into the future about which way to go. And I feel like you've already got the plans laid out. We've got the Six of Pentacles, and that is surrender your attachment to results, because it does feel like something's going to come up where you're going to have to help, possibly. We've got somebody here on the card who is giving to people who have less than them. This person is quite adorned, and this person is trying to even the scales by helping other people out. So you see what I mean? It feels like that luck is on your side. And the thing about luck being on your side is, look, sometimes, the car breaks down. And when the car breaks down, you have to call a person to tow you. Then you have to call a person to fix it. And then you realize that the road that you would take to work every day, there was a major accident on that road. Understand, please, that the universe is guiding you in a way that's going to keep you safe and blessed, is what I feel. So it's going to be frustrating for you, is what it feels like. It will be frustrating for you, and you're supposed to let go of the attachment to the results, because I feel like you're going to have to stop to help someone along the way, or there's going to be a little bit of a fly in your ointment here. Tell me about the Devil. We've got adjustments are required. Feels like you are going to have to let go, cut the ties that bind you, the chains that have you bound here. Adjustments are going to be required. We have the Hierophant. We have the Star. And we have the Queen of Pentacles. So you are the Queen of Pentacles, whether you're feminine or masculine. And it does look like with the Star being here that it does feel like there is something that is going to make you feel vulnerable, I'm going to say. The star is hope, of course. It's also manifestation, but it feels like a vulnerability. It feels like something in your world that is stable and sturdy. It could be your job, it could be your money, something you can count on. So you wake up in the morning and you know that you bought coffee yesterday, so coffee's in the cupboard, you're going to be able to make coffee. Maybe the coffee maker breaks down. Like, it feels like it's something that you've already planned, that's gone that way all the time, over and over, but something you're going to have to shift into a different mindset. And I think you're going to have a hard time doing that here, because the double is here with the Hierophant. And the Hierophant is Taurus energy, which is sort of an energy of being a little bit stubborn. It's like, no, standing against the wall, and I know it's a stone wall, but instead of going around it, I planned to go through it. So if it doesn't move, then I'm not moving. Like, it feels as though there is something that you know that goes on every day. It goes on every day the same way, but it's not going to work. It's not something next week is not going to work the way you want it. And I think that you're so stuck to the way that it should be that it puts you behind. It puts you behind, or you have to make a new plan, so it takes time. I think that you are feeling sort of vulnerable and feeling like you need some help with that possibly. And yeah, let's go with the middle of the week here. We got the Three of Wands. We've got clean it up. Tell me what the Three of Wands is bringing here. Something you're going to have to clean up in the future. It's what it looks like. And we did see the Tower on the bottom of the deck. We have the Seven of Cups in the reverse. A plan has been made. You've decided what you're doing already. There's no confusion. I know what I'm doing. I've got the plan. I am moving forward into the future here. We've got the Hanged Man. Got the idea. It's I'm no longer holding back. I'm no longer pausing. I'm going forward with my perspective, or whatever it is that I want to do. The Page of Pentacles is here. So with Clean It Up, it does feel like you have made the plan. You know what you're doing. You've made the decision. You're no longer holding back. And then the Page of Pentacles shows up. It almost feels like something happens financially. And I'm not saying that you need to be worried or scared about it, but it's something that is usually there, or usually happens for you financially, and it doesn't. And so it's going to put a fly in the ointment. It's not like you can't repair it. It's not catastrophic, but it is going to cause a tower. And the tower moments, however small or big they are, this one is a shift. And it feels like the shift is the universe is trying to get you used to getting out of this place where you are the one who is, I feel, in a work, eat, sleep mode. Work, eat, sleep, work, eat, sleep. Like, it feels like a Groundhog Day, trying to get you out of your patterns. It feels like there's a pattern here that is keeping you stuck, and the universe is trying to come along to get you out of a pattern. Tell me what the Six of Pentacles is here. It feels like, it does feel like something is going to interrupt either your trip or your money, or like maybe you're supposed to get your pay deposited every 2 weeks, and this time it doesn't show up on the right day. It might show up on the next day, but you might have to call the bank and then talk to work, and you know what I mean? It's going to cause you to make adjustments to figure out what is going on here. Tell me about the Six of Pentacles. We do have the Two of Cups. We have the King of Swords, and we have the Seven of Pentacles. So the Six of Pentacles is here. It feels like there is, the thing is I feel like whatever is going to stop you from doing what you usually do, or this thing that you usually can count on, the reason why you're going to stop what you're doing and make an adjustment is because somebody requires your help. And I think that the person who requires your help is somebody who you're bonded to emotionally. This could be a love relationship or a platonic relationship. Cups aren't always about romance. The Two Cups indicates that there's an emotional bond between you and somebody else. Somebody is going to reach out to you and request your help or need your help. The King of Swords is here. They're going to be really honest with you. Look, I was trying to grow this. I can't grow this. I don't know. I'm trying to reassess the situation, and I need you to help me do that. You might be a lawyer. You could be someone who's a lawyer, or you have some sort of expertise, a higher level expertise that can help somebody sort something out. It feels like they have been working really hard and not getting the results that they want. So I feel like whatever you usually do in a day, whatever you usually do in a week, is going to be disrupted because somebody here is going to ask you for your help, and they are somebody who I feel that you love, somebody that you would never leave stranded. It feels like with the King of Swords energy that you're the person for the job. You have the knowledge or the legal reasoning, or you're the great speaker, or it feels like it has to do with someone else's abundance. Maybe they're the ones that didn't get their pay deposited, or maybe the bank took 2 payments as a mortgage. It feels like you're the person that's being called in to help somebody else. So I feel like there is but I think this is all a lesson. It's all a lesson. It's a tower that's going to happen to you because of something that is happening to someone else, but I feel it's a lesson. It's trying to get you out of controlling the ending, controlling the world, like controlling your world, controlling, like to not expect things, to not take them for granted. I think that's what the lesson is. All right, so we're going to put down 3 more cards here. We're going to talk about what we're going to go into the extended with. Now, there's a lot of open-ended stuff here, right? So what's happening, first of all, and I feel like whatever it is, you're going to have to make the adjustments. What are the adjustments you're going to have to make? It does feel like here that there is something that's already planned, a trip. Maybe you're going out of town for the day. It feels like something that is possibly for some of you is going to, it's like this person is looking at this. Look, am I starting at the beginning again? Like, what is going on here? I've already made all the plans. I decided that I was going to go, and now all of a sudden there's no money in the account, or it feels like something like that. Something has to be cleaned up. Tell me what are we talking about as we go into the extended here? Let's find out what's going on here. We've got the 4 of Cups, we've got the 10 of Wands in the reverse, and we've got the 6 of Cups. It does feel like it might be a family issue for some of you. The family issue might be, it feels like you know what, it feels like somebody who you don't really talk to, or somebody that you're sort of on the outs with, somebody who like rejected you from the family or told you that, I don't know, it feels like there is some heat between you and somebody in the family. But when it comes to the 2 of Cups, family is family, right? And it feels like, and I'm not saying that is the way for everybody, but I think for whoever I'm connecting with, it is. But I feel like with the 4 of Pentacles, it's telling me that they're ignoring your calls, they're ignoring your texts. It feels like you've been rejected. You are not really catching their attention, but all of a sudden they need you. And now you feel an obligation as the King of Swords to step in and say, okay, well, I've got to help you because it's a legal thing, or I've got to help you because it's a financial thing. It feels like the 10 of Wands is like you've been carrying this silence or this rejection around for a while. So you could be dealing with parents possibly, because the Hierophant is here. They could be parents, they could be people that you usually would be in contact with in terms of family, but you haven't been for a while. And I'm saying family because the 6 of Cups is here. Or it's somebody that you used to have a deep connection to. So look, it could be your ex. Like maybe you're the person, maybe you're separated and divorced, and now this person is having a really big issue, and because they have your children, you're going to step in and say, I'm going to help you out with this. It feels like something like that. We do have the Death card. It is here, I feel, to change something, to transform a relationship. So it does feel, because whoever you're dealing with is on the outs with you, or you're on the outs with them, it feels like the universe is bringing you together in order to transform the relationship between you. That's what the Tower does, right? You don't really have control of the Tower. The 9 of Wands tells me this person probably hurt you in the past. The Page of Swords is here, and it feels like maybe you've been watching them have family dinners without you, go on trips without you. Like it feels like observing from a distance, and it's been hurting you, whatever you've been observing from a distance. I feel like the universe is bringing all of this back around so we can clean it up and we can figure out what we're doing with this relationship, which I feel is family, best friend, somebody you've known forever, maybe sister, brother, who knows. I feel like this is the plan that the universe has to interrupt whatever you're doing. Maybe you don't get to go on the trip or do whatever it is that you've got to do because you feel an obligation to help a family member or someone that you have known, maybe someone who you have children with possibly, and it feels like it is something that needs immediate attention. I'm going to go into the extended. If you would like to be there as well, please look at the pinned comment that is at the top of all of the comments right under the video. You will see a link there if you would like to just purchase this extended. by itself, you can do that, or you can come into the membership area. All of my extendeds are there if you're watching for more than one sign. Also, if you're interested in a private read, please know that I do have a sale on right now. Private reads that are live are on sale, so anywhere between $5 and $75. 5 and 75% of off, and you will simply get a discount just for booking in advance. So go take a look at my schedule to see what's available, and I would love to speak with you. I'm having so much fun speaking with you guys on the phone. We've become real people to each other, and now we're making little bonds over the phone, and I'm really enjoying it. If you are interested in a pre-recorded reading, I am also still doing pre-recorded readings, and thank you so much for all of those who have booked. I've been having a lot of fun doing those readings for you. I'm going to go for now, but I'll be back because I am always back, and I'm going to go here and take care. I'll see you in the extended. Bye-bye.